Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. I don't have any drink to make any fancy sound with, but welcome
I
back
got you.
to...
Hold on.
Nice.
There we go. Oh,
There we go. That was the
yeah.
last of my dinner. Oh, shit. Welcome back to episode 76.
Holy shit.
This is Justin here in a different setting, actually. And
Yeah.
I'm here in this setting for what will be the last time.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I had the last one in the computer room without even knowing it. That was last week. I'm not recording from the computer room today because one, Jocelyn's working nights tonight, and two, it's a mess in there, and is shit all
Not
over
clearing
the
it out.
desk. I am not clearing it out. You're absolutely right. So I'm here in the living room where the computer's been for a few days.
So you're gonna be at your new place next week?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize. That's awesome.
Yep.
I knew you guys were getting it ready, but
Moving in Saturday. I still got to pay. I got to pay rent on this thing for one more month because we're leaving early. But
at least you have it as an extra space too, though. I mean,
yeah, like she seems to think we're going to be moved and everything Saturday, and that's going to be the end of it. I'm like, I ain't gonna work like that. I promise you.
no,
We got to come back and clean.
You got to clean, but in all honesty, if you know you don't have to be completely moved out in a 10-hour time span, you guys will get like 2 truckloads, and then it'll be like, oh yeah, this is a lot, actually.
I've been telling her that you would swear that the world was coming to a end Sunday, and that's why we have to move Saturday. You would like, it's crazy.
If you had to, you could do it. You could absolutely do it.
Yeah, that's what I said. She was
Yep.
like, yeah, we're like, she said Saturday is going to be a huge bitch. Like, we should have moved some more stuff. We should have packed some more stuff. She was getting all worked up.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know how many times I've done this?
Yeah,
I said this, like, it is going to suck. But it was going to suck if we had to move a couple things or a bunch of things. It's going to suck. Moving sucks.
How far away is your new place from where you're currently at?
About 45 minutes.
Okay.
It's pretty close to
Huh.
where I'm working at now, which is nice.
So
Where I'm
earlier
working
days
at
for
right
you?
now is where I'm working at right now is really the halfway point between my new house and this one.
Huh.
It's about 20 minutes. Hey, it'll probably be about 20 minutes from my new house. It's close to 30 from this one.
That's good though. That'll be a nice easy commute for you
Yeah.
to and from work. You know.
Yeah, and yeah, I need it now. Good God, it's crazy how, dude, just how many. I'm trying to think of how many different jobs I've worked at now since I got in the union. This is 4.
Yeah.
It never stops.
Nope. It will never.
All of them are incredibly different from one another too.
That's good though, because honestly, by the time you're probably at your like 30th job, you'll at least have like, have a little background or understanding into everything that you might have to handle or do or work on in terms of a job site. So that's good.
Yeah, yeah. Right now It sucks. I'm operating absolutely nothing but my boots, walking up and down hills,
Yeah.
measuring ditches. Oh God.
That you sound like a surveyor, honestly. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds terrible.
It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
And it really sucked today because it rained just long enough to make it miserable outside.
That's fucking terrible.
Not enough for us to pack it in and go home, but just enough to where it went from hot to hotter.
Yep. That
Yeah.
sucks. That blows.
Yeah, man. What is your past week? I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on this week. We're about halfway through the week right now. It's Wednesday. It's later than we usually do, but I've been next to dead my first 2 days. I'm next to dead right now. I'm hanging on for dear life.
Dude. Well, I'm on a work conference trip in Baltimore, the great city of Baltimore. My first time being here. I know Baltimore has a ton of issues because nobody ever has anything good to say about it. But the part that I am in is extremely nice. Like I'm on
That's
the
awesome.
harbor. It's extremely nice
Oh,
and
yeah.
cool. Um, walking down the street, like there's a Whole Foods that's like 5 minutes walk down the street, and you're walking by. It's just a beautiful city, and it really makes me mad because I wanted to hate it, but it is better than Pittsburgh in terms of just getting around and being able to get around, and like on the cleanliness, surprisingly on this side
Yeah.
is it's a lot cleaner than Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's crazy because like actual downtown Pittsburgh, there's no good part of it. There's I mean there are I guess bad parts of it, but like in terms of cleanliness and how fancy and stuff it is, like downtown Pittsburgh is just a lot of businesses. Like a
Yeah.
lot of the people that live in Pittsburgh don't live downtown. The suburbs of Pittsburgh are where you see the nice shit.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there are nice houses and stuff around here, but you ain't gonna find anything in the city.
No.
You might find something that has the city's address, but it's not like it's not
Actually in
downtown
the
by any
city,
means.
yeah.
Yeah,
Unless you're living in like a penthouse apartment or some shit,
yeah,
like the athletes do periodically. But it's been cool. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about stuff not relevant to me or my job, but you know
nice.
what? Maybe I can take on some more job duties and then it'll become relevant. I'm sure they'd love that. But it's been fun. It's been really cool. The company that's putting it on, Liaison, they do all kinds of stuff for higher education. Basically a CRM and an overall management system. But dude, they rented out this Marriott, the Baltimore Marriott Harborside. Okay. This is how much, to an extent, like these people have put money into it. All of the room key cards are specific Liaison. Like they rented
That's
out the
awesome.
entire. There is 26 floors in this thing. In this,
Really.
yes. Now, yes. So they rented out the space. Um, and I'm only talking about branding because one, it's my job, but two, if you go like I've been to a lot of conferences. I've been to a lot of trade shows and stuff. I've never seen money spent like this,
Yeah.
and I was super confused for the first few days because Monday at the welcome night, like they had the bar downstairs, they gave everybody a $20 or a $25 like drink voucher. Um, and we all got our drink and we were sitting around and just talking. And look, I was looking around, dude, there had to be 200 or 300 people right there. And I was like, okay, so that's a lot of money right there that you
Yeah.
just spent. Did not even come close to last night. Last night was like the opening event, and they were smart and did like a small closing ceremony and let last night be like big. The quality of food. This is the first time I've ever had people actually walking around specifically with hors d'oeuvres and a variety that like just retarded. It was really cool and
That's
fancy.
awesome.
Food everywhere. All of the bars were completely open bar. I myself, in the hour that I was there, had between 6 and 8. Well, I forget the first one, but the last 6, 7 were tequila sunrises, and
Yeah.
I gave those to like, I introduced it to my table because none of them had ever had them. Well, I'm just gonna shout out Ganji right now. So I went. Ganji was the bartender, at the one that I repeated at. This dude, after my third tequila sunrise, when he saw me in line, he literally had my drink ready and would
That's
slide it
incredible.
to me when I stepped up. This guy, I asked him his name and he said, "Oh, you find that funny? Because he's Indian." It was so cool, and
I would have said yeah.
I was
That's
like,
good.
"Yeah." I was like, "I do." No, I did tell him that, and he said, "It is
Nice.
though, it is." And I said, "How do you pronounce it?" And he said, "Ganji." And I said, "Good enough for me, buddy. I'll be back all night." And I was. So me and Nick just got trashed within an hour. I came back to the room, somehow made it up okay. At 5 o'clock this morning, though, I woke up halfway on, halfway off my bed. My pants were off, belt still on and around my pants. My pants were inside out. Uh, I, dude, it was a rough morning for the first 2 or 3 hours. I'm glad I woke up early, but Then went in, had some good conferences or good sessions today, learned some stuff. Overall, that's what I do. I've been doing. I'd like to show you guys my view because honestly, I've got a kick-ass view of the harbor from my window here, but it's uh it's way too bright. I tried to do it, but it was way too bright. But it looks nice. I'll just send it. You get to see it. Nobody else can. Um,
Nice.
but
Yeah,
what I
so
really want.
I can actually save that and people can see it.
Oh yeah, shit. You see how stupid I am? I'm out of it. Yeah. It's really nice though. It sucks that I'm out over this, but it's beautiful, dude. Awesome to walk around. Um, and also alcohol prices here. Obviously, hotels expensive. The eating anywhere around this place is expensive in
Oh
terms of
yeah.
drinks. But directly above the Whole Foods is a is a bar or is a wine store that also has other alcohol and stuff. Exactly the same price. I paid $6 for a six pack, or $10 for a six pack of cans, or not cans, of glass bottles of Michelob. So it wasn't bad at all, you know. Um, but yeah, that's been Baltimore. Surprisingly cool, surprisingly good. Uh, Next year it is in San Diego, so that'd be cool if I went, but also I don't want to go because then I'd have to fly and I'm really scared. So I already thought about that when they announced it. They made a big deal about the announcement, and I was like, I do not want to go to that one. I do not. Uh, but Baltimore, yeah, Baltimore's awesome. But what I really wanted to get to, because we are recording today, is that Wyatt, at exactly this time 3 years ago, we were all celebrating my wedding day. We were
Yeah, we
at
were. Yeah,
Orin and
happy
Folk.
anniversary. It is your guys' anniversary today.
Yes, yes, and I just find it so appropriate that we're recording right now because this was about the time that the families were leaving, so we were getting ready to actually start the good after wedding hangout sesh that we all
Yeah.
had.
This is probably the moment that I was talking to Andy and your grandpa about what I had in the car.
And they were probably saying the same thing.
Dude, we were just like we just all had our phones out. Yeah, I got some of this at home. Yeah, I got some of this in the
just
car.
Spider-Manning each other.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were. Yeah, dude, it was incredible.
Oh, that's
I'll have
awesome.
those days again once I retire. 55. God damn it.
Yeah,
No earlier, no later. Um,
got your heart set.
oh my God, yeah, that's one of the only things getting me through right now is knowing that here in 27 years I can wrap this shit up.
uh, that actually is really awesome. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, yeah. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be this bad the whole time, thankfully. Or I would say nope, I'm out.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Well, shoot.
I'll give some insight as to what I've been doing in case anybody's wondering why I'm talking about how shitty it's been. So Thursday was Jocelyn's birthday. It was the end of my work week. It's not anymore. Thursday is no longer the end of my work week. Um, so I'm leaving Thursday. My boss, I'm not going to do his voice. His voice is hilarious. I'm not going to do it. But he was basically telling me that I was laid off, put my name back on the list. Uh, he was like, yeah, he said we might be able to use you, but like just in case we can't, like I don't want you sitting around waiting, not making any money, waiting on us to call you and give you then maybe still give you a no. So he was like, go ahead and put your name back on the list. If we can use you, we'll call you and get you off the list. I said okay. So I got laid off. That sucks, but this is my girlfriend's birthday. I was on my way to Walmart to get her cake and her presents and stuff, and I was like, wow, that sucks. I don't know when I'm going to get my next paycheck. Uh, and then, yeah, I called, got my name back on the list, went inside the Walmart, got some shit, spent a lot more money than I thought I was going to. A lot more money than I
Always
meant to.
happen, bro. Walmart is you can.
Yeah.
It's not save money, live better. It's spend money, live
All right.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then, well, I get home, we celebrate her birthday, and, go to sleep, wake up Friday, take some stuff to the new house. I get a phone call. Hey, here, we got some work for you. You're going out Monday morning. Pipelining. I said, shit. They were like, here's your boss's number. Give him a call whenever you get a minute. I was like, okay. So I called him. Did the normal conversation. He's like, yeah. I was like, well, this is pipeline work. I said, no, a lot of guys in the pipeline work 12s. Like, what's your guys' hours look like? He goes, well, we do 5/10s. I said, that's actually incredible. That's awesome. So I get a little bit of overtime, and I still get my weekends off. So that's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, me being a brand new operator, I'm basically not an operator. I'm the operator's bitch.
Yep. Yep.
So, and at this particular job site, we have to wear FR clothes, fire retardant clothes, and they suck, dude. You might as well be wearing garbage bags out there. So it's just been hotter than shit, humid. It rained today, which made it worse. Yeah, so I've spent 30 hours so far this week walking up and down in hills in the hottest clothes imaginable. And on top of that, I mean, I'm sure anybody who knows me in person already knows, but people, if you're looking on the camera, you can tell I'm a pretty heavy dude. Like my knees and ankles don't quite operate and cooperate with me like they used to, man. The one good thing about this job is that I'm going to lose probably an incredible amount of weight working here.
Yep.
But and I will get used to it. It won't be this bad forever. Give it a week or two, it'll be whatever. But
yep.
I'm used to driving shit around. You know what I mean? Like driving forklifts at the warehouse, and then my first couple jobs, not doing a whole lot, oiling for cranes, and then my most recent one was driving trucks. So now I'm walking the whole day. Walking up and down hills that have been dug up, so the ground's nice and soft, so I'm slipping and sliding everywhere, especially when it rains.
Oh, that would piss me off even more. Oh, there's nothing.
Boots, mud stuck to them, heavy ass clothes because they're drenched in sweat and they don't breathe.
Yeah, they are FR too.
So I'm getting out of there every day at 5:00, just dying. Just Monday I went to bed at 8:00, and by when I say I went to bed at 8:00, I mean like asleep at 8:00.
Oh, really?
I don't mean I laid down and got settled in at 8:00. I laid down and got settled in about 7:55, and I was out.
I love those days, dude. That's honestly awesome. The few days that you can do that, you probably slept great. You probably felt good when you woke up. Or you were still tired.
I was a little sore, but I wasn't tired.
That's good.
My body was tired, but I was not. I was awake. I felt well rested.
Good.
But yeah, that's been my week, and that will be. They say this job's going on until November. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's not set in stone. I don't know about that. And even if it is true, I don't know if there's no guarantee that I will be there for the full thing.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on what they do and what they have and what they need done and all that shit. So I would really like to not be there the whole time. It's going to be good money, but I'm an apprentice, and I would like to spend some of my apprenticeship operating stuff because I kind of got to learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
get that experience.
Yeah, even if it's just a little bit, I need a little bit because you have to get a certain amount of machines learned and signed off on per year, and then you don't want to get through your 4 years and then become a journeyman and you don't know how to operate anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then you won't have a job. Then they'll just be like, "Whoa, what?
How'd you make it through there?" Yeah.
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 So, which I know I got a lot of time left and shit, but still,
that's good though.
From now to November's a long time.
Yeah.
If I do it over the summer, whatever. But I'd like to operate some stuff by November, because November I'm gonna get either laid off because the cooler months come around. There's not as much work going on, but also being in the apprenticeship, we have to go back to class, and they always do it in the wintertime because that's when the most people get laid off.
Mm-hmm.
So whether I'm laid off or not, I'm still gonna be because I got to go back to class.
Yeah, so you're not going to be operating for sure. Yeah. That's cool that they do that though, that they do kind of require you guys to learn. I like the idea of continued education, like continued
Yeah.
skill sets. They don't want anybody to be stagnant. They want everybody to kind of all have the same skill sets. That's honestly a good setup.
Yeah, it's so they have their machines in like certain classes, and I think by the end of your first year you have to be like signed off on like two of the, I forget exactly what they call it, but I'll just call them lower class machines and big machines, but you have to get signed off on like two. I think by the end of your second or third year you have to have four, and then by the end of your fourth year I think you have to have like five or six, and then one, at least one big one. So that's like cranes, gradles.
Yep.
I don't know. There's a couple other ones, but there's not very many.
Yeah.
But I know year three rolls around. I would definitely want to get cracking on my crane stuff because it's good money there.
Yeah, dude. I follow. If anybody's looking for a job, you should go down to Charleston, West Virginia, Crane Edge LLC. 2 week certification to become a full crane operator, and the money is ridiculous. It is something I have and continue to think about constantly. That's awesome. The only thing that sucks is travel. A lot, unless you can find local work. Usually it's travel work.
Yeah, the big thing that you'll do if you operate cranes, the thing that'll really have you traveling is if you work for a crane rental company.
Oh, because you're
Because
being
those
leased
people
to.
travel. Like that's what sent me
Yeah.
to Maine was a crane rental company.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
So it's like you're being leased with the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. That's odd, but that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Traveling sucks, but the good thing about traveling is that most of the people that are working on my job, they are traveling. That's why we're off weekends so they can go home.
Mm,
That company's from West Virginia. It's from Charleston.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
Huh.
there's a huge chunk of the people there that work or that are from West Virginia that like have campers on sites and shit, like on campgrounds and shit that are
Yep.
just staying up here during the week and then going home on the weekends. So that's nice because it leaves us the weekends off. And I
Yep.
also think I don't want to hold out hope on this, but I also think it might mean, some, probably not all of them, but I bet some Fridays will roll around and we're gonna get to like 3 or 4 o'clock and they're gonna be like, guys, let's pack it in, we're going home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like,
Yeah. They gotta
especially if we
drive.
get a lot done. If we get a lot done, and they're like, guys, we all have 2, 3, 4 hour drives home.
Hmm.
It's 3:30. Like, let's pack it in, call it 10, get out of here. I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping that's what happens this week at least. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, especially if you're gonna be working all day Saturday for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, working for free. But the good news is I don't have to wear FR stuff when I'm moving.
And that'll be extremely rewarding to be moved.
I should wear the FR stuff just to build character. Jocelyn would be like, "What are you doing?" I'd be like, "I'm suffering for
I'm
the love of the
practicing.
game." Yeah,
Yeah. Dedication, baby. You gotta learn it. You should get in
that's
your
what
scrubs.
she was telling me. She was like, "I know you're gonna hate moving Saturday after this week." I said, "I will, but it ain't gonna be as bad as work."
Yeah. And it's rewarding. That's
Yeah,
all. Like it's cool that it's cool to start that next step.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, but that's about all I have week wise. Do you want to talk about how wrong we are about the finals again?
Yeah, you know what? That's one of the few things I actually have written down is NBA Finals. And let me tell you, I have never been so happy to be wrong though.
Yeah,
In terms of this NBA postseason, I'm glad that that once again it attests that I do not know basketball currently. Like, do you have them up? Can you go through them? I don't have them up.
yeah.
Okay.
So these finals have been very weird. By the time this comes out, we'll have another game in the books. So whatever we say right now is not going to be what's actually happening. But as of Wednesday, June 10th at Oh shit! You know what? This game four is going to start probably like while we're still recording. Starts at 8:30. So game four will be going on towards the end of this episode for us. For anybody watching it, it will have already happened. New York's up 2-1. The weird thing about this, all three games have been won by the road team.
Yep. And I'm not as surprised about the Spurs winning in New York just because they're so good. I am extremely surprised that they could go to San Antonio and pretty much shut that crowd out.
Yeah,
Like,
twice.
that's honestly, when they did that, I was like, is this going to be a sweep? I thought it might be a sweep in my head.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
whenever I saw them take the 2-0 lead, the Knicks take the 2-0 lead, I was like, shit, they're wrapping this thing up in five, which they still have a chance to. It just depends on what
yeah.
happens tonight.
And if they take this tonight, but I'm not. You know how
I
crazy.
think if they don't take this tonight, they're going to lose.
That's what I was about to say. I think it'd be funny if they did take it tonight, though, and then they still ended up losing, only because it's 10 years since the Cavs came
Yeah,
back 3-1, and yeah, that's crazy.
it was
Yeah, they
cooler when the
can't lose
Cavs did
tonight.
it though, because the Cavs did it against a absolute
A
superpower
super
team.
team,
Yeah,
yeah. The freaking DC Universe they went up against. It was stupid. I'm not saying Marvel because they weren't that good. Like,
yeah,
uh,
yeah. But yeah, this will be if the Spurs do it, it won't be as cool because it's like, yeah, you guys should have won. Like,
yeah, not surprising whatsoever. Yeah, honestly, it's gonna be like, bro, why'd you guys give them 2 games? It's gonna be more embarrassing if they win still, because they did lose 2 games.
yeah,
But also, Wimby's so young. That's the only reason I don't want him to win is because,
yeah, he's gonna win enough.
yeah, he's going to. I don't. He doesn't need it. Not now. Not now. I did. I'll tell you what though. I did see whenever they won their series against the Thunder. I saw him celebrating at half, or him celebrating with his team, and he was like crying and excited and everything. Online, a lot of people were like dogging him for it, and
Yeah, I saw
I
that
just
too.
I just don't really understand that. Like, how do you guys not understand that? I appreciated it because it was like that guy's not doing this for money. He loves this game. He like it was almost affirmation in terms of the actual purpose for these players. Like, yes, you're making money, but you want to chase that. And when you finally get
Yeah,
it, well, not finally, he just got here and he got it. But it's just
yeah,
cool. I don't know. I found that odd.
it is. And this guy's also like, how can you not be excited if you're him? He's barely old enough to drink alcohol, and he's on the
Yeah,
brink of winning the biggest prize in professional basketball.
like his entire life. And plus, honestly, plus, he's French. He's going to be a little emotional.
Yeah,
He's French. Come on, guys. I don't know. But I like him, but I don't want him to win. But we are very wrong. How do you think it will actually play out?
Um, I think I think the Knicks will win tonight. I think honestly, I think they had game 3-1 and they let it slip. And
I didn't watch
I'm
it.
not sure if they'll make the same mistake tonight. I wouldn't imagine so.
Hmm.
Uh, but I think they'll win tonight. Spurs will win in San Antonio Saturday. It'll go back to New York, and the Knicks will close it out. And that'll be Tuesday. So I think Knicks in six. But
I like that.
because we're so notoriously wrong, I'll actually say Spurs in seven.
Well, I like your Nixon six. That is a good phrasing. That is a good. I like that.
Yeah.
But because you did speak that, it's probably not going to happen. So we will find
Yeah,
out.
right.
I'm gonna be honest. I personally want all of the NBA to burn and
Fold, close the
just.
company.
I do. I thought I had a picture. I don't think I do though. But just the price of tickets, um, for these finals,
Yeah.
for the lowest cost ticket was over $10,000, and that was for the top nosebleed, and it went all the way down to like 112, 113,000 a ticket. I First of all, anybody do that math. Multiply $10,000 by 16, 15,000 fans. I'm sure it's a lot more. I just don't know. So,
Yeah.
but multiply that, and all you have to do is carry the zeros over a whole bunch, and there you go. Dude, they make so much, like, it's disgusting. You're taking it. It's not good for fans. It's not good for the sport. It just eliminates it. Like, you can't,
Yeah.
for us to attend all 4 games, or well, it's going to be more than 4 games. That's the thing. Never mind. That's the point. It's
Yeah.
retarded. You can't do that.
I think it
Like,
doesn't help that a lot that how with some of it being in New York.
no, that doesn't. That doesn't.
Yeah. It's like the only way it would be worse if it was in L.A. If it was in
Yeah,
L.A., you would see
probably.
some ridiculous ticket prices.
Dude, those are higher than Super Bowl
Those are
tickets.
already crazy, but
Yeah, like those are unfathomable. I'm mad. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. But oh well, because you know what? I couldn't afford them if they were 1,000, so it's okay.
yeah, even if I could, like, I don't know if I'd want to drop that much money to watch a basketball game.
I know I wouldn't. I don't have any value in it. I wouldn't get any value in it that would reciprocate that sort of
Yeah,
money drop.
I don't think there's very much of any sporting event that I would drop that much money to, like even a grand to go watch. I don't see it happening.
The
Unless
only
maybe unless they were to throw together the biggest UFC fight of all time, and not just one fight, but the whole card. Like if you were to
Yeah.
somehow find a way to manufacture the craziest UFC card that has ever existed, and I
Hmm.
had the money, I'd probably pay a pretty penny for it.
Hmm.
But they don't ever have any around here, so
Yeah, then you're going to be paying for everything else too. Ironically enough, I didn't think I would, and young me wouldn't have cared, but now, like, I would pay $1,000 for tickets to the Olympics. I,
yeah.
I, because of the duration, the amount, the length of all the events, the amount of events you can see. Uh, Plus, that's actually something that's super, super rare, I feel.
Yeah,
Even in today's age, even though we've kind of lost a lot of interest in it, it's kind of a
yeah.
niche thing. Oh, goodness.
Oh man,
What a.
speaking of giant UFC events and cards, this weekend is the weekend.
Yes, we have got the old Donald Trump 250 card.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Trump 250 card. That's ungoddamn believable.
I hate that it's happening. This is going to be the worst fights with the best fighters that has ever been put on. I I don't see this going well for people. I'm in Maryland right now. I will be in DC quicker than what I would be in. No, DC's up. Is DC? No, I might be. Yeah, I could be in DC quicker because
Are you in
some guy said
Baltimore? Or
he.
you're not that. Yeah, you're not that
Yeah,
far.
some guy I talked to today, he said, "Yeah, I just took the train down." And I was like,
Yeah,
"That's cool."
yeah.
But anyways, it's hot right now, and it is 8:08 p.m. That is start time for main event, or not main event, but main card.
Yeah.
Um, Dude, it's gonna be funny though. I'm excited to watch it. Hopefully, I remember.
I'm going to see right now what it's going to be.
Oh
High
yeah,
of high of 88 Saturday in DC. Wow, holy shit, dude. Oh wait, the event's
it's Sunday.
Sunday.
It's
It's
Sunday.
storming Sunday. 55% chance of thunderstorms in Washington D.C. A high of 90.
Holy
This
everybody,
is gonna
if you
be a
have Paramount,
disaster.
yeah, tune into Paramount Plus because
You might see somebody have a heat stroke,
yeah,
and it might be Derek
and
Lewis.
the more people we have viewing this, the greater disappointment that the UFC will feel when this fails.
Oh yeah, when they this up sideways, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, this is absolutely retarded, but I am excited for it nonetheless. I am.
Dude, I just realized something. This might be the first episode in all 76 of these that we've done where neither of us had a hat on.
Yeah, I've got mine sitting right there because I was like, I just don't feel like putting it on.
I've got most of mine at my new house. I have my two Nike hats here, but I can't get them. I don't have it
Yeah,
on me. I'll fall off the couch and I'll stay there.
yeah. That reminds me, though, I do need a picture of you in both of those for the black cap and blue cap Wyatt alternate
Oh
cards for the
yeah, yeah,
BBP.
that's right. The
Yeah,
good, good and evil, evil and eviler. I need to get a white one.
I need those ones. I need the operator Wyatt. I need a photo of Ollie. I need a photo of Simba, and then whatever Jimmy's famous seafood you want to send me.
Yeah.
I got a lobster card made up. I like it.
Oh yeah, Zeus.
Is I need to remember that that's what it is. Lobster called
That's
Zeus.
what he called him. He said, "All right, Zeus, we're taking you home."
That is exact. That's what I'm gonna put on the card now because I think I just have lobster. That's even funnier. Um, while we're talking about recording 76 episodes, you know what? We crap on them all the time, and we have talked about it a few times. But I have the actual exact numbers as of last week, not this week. Um, so Riverside allows 2 free recording hours. Wyatt,
Yeah.
we have used 143.54 hours as of last
That'll
week.
show him.
Yep. So, Riverside, thanks for not kicking us off yet.
I wonder exactly what they mean by that, because yeah, by all means, we should have been shut down after episode one,
Mm-hmm.
but we haven't. I wonder if it's
Quality,
yeah, I
higher
don't know.
quality. It might give you two. Yeah, that would make sense. Or just because we didn't realize it at the time, maybe it gave us more editing options or more this or that, and we are just still so fresh to it that.
I know also it gives you the option to upload straight from here, which we have never done. So maybe
Oh yeah,
that
no.
has something to do with it too.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
yeah, I don't know. I don't
Me
have the
either.
slightest clue. Yeah. Oh
Me
well.
either.
Well,
I was trying to think. Oh well,
we'll
but
ride the wave until they kill us,
yep.
and
Thanks,
then take us out,
Riverside.
take us out back, beat a couple hundred hours out of us.
Which it's funny. I believe you had mentioned it there last week, but the amount of Riverside has blown up over the last year because they're advertising on TV, they're advertising on social, like
Yeah,
they are really pumping the money out.
I think we
Um,
should take credit for that. I don't think it's our fault at all, but we should say it is.
yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Wyatt. We've helped, make a company more money.
yeah. You're welcome, Riverside. They won. We gave them an award. I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, but theirs wasn't that good. Theirs
Yeah,
wasn't the
it
good
might not have been
award.
an award they wanted, but they got
They
it.
did get an award.
They're in our record books.
It's so funny. Not our sponsor, but if you ever listen to his podcast, you'll know it. Perplexity. For I'm at this conference, this higher education conference, dude. The amount of times that people have talked about Perplexity here, I was like, is this a Joe Rogan ad? Like the amount of time, it's the only thing that people want to use. Higher education is like Perplexity is the site to use. It's the way that I use anything and everything. I write my speeches through it.
It's
And
our
the whole
AI
time,
sponsor.
yeah, literally, that's it. But then at the end, I got mad because I'm like, I get that AI is a tool, but like, seems like it just does everybody's. job at this point. Like, if you
Hmm.
can't even write a speech for yourself, buddy, what?
I've never even opened Perplexity. I'm gonna do it for the first time right now.
I want to, but I don't know if you have to pay, and so I'm not. But higher
Why did I
education
Google?
recommends it
I googled Perplexity, and the first thing that shows up was Chat GPT.
because chat pays, because open AI pays them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did find Perplexities. It's set up exactly like ChatGPT too.
Okay. Well, it really is a good one, though, in terms of actual educational facts and the various sites that it pulls from. Uh, Apparently, Perplexity is pretty good at not actually sourcing itself or other AI platforms. Um, but most AI platforms, that's what they do is they just eat themselves like Pac-Man. Um,
I am going to ask it a couple very important questions real quick. We'll get those on here. So
yeah.
um, my first question I asked it was obviously, as I think anybody would ask, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And
What's the answer?
the answer is actually incredible. A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Good check wood.
A commonly cited humorous estimate is about 700 pounds on a good day.
Ask it what the meaning of life is if you can't eat butter.
Let's see. I had another question queued up before I
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
answer it. Then I'll ask that one.
Oh, mine's
Let's
really
see.
dumb. You don't have to.
Oh, mine's dumber. I promise. So I, of course, asked it, "Are you cranking hog or hogly cranking?"
That's a
Um,
good question. I'm excited
yeah.
for this.
It it gave me a really shitty answer. I'm not sure what you mean by cranking hog or hogly cranking. It sounds like slang or a playful phrase, so I need a bit more context to interpret it correctly. If you mean it as a joke, I'm neither. I'm just here helping out.
Ask at the follow up. Say, so you're telling me you've never cranked your hog? Treat it like a real person.
I will. I almost said God. Oh, son of a bitch! Now it's making me sign up.
Oh, that's so gay. Perplexity, screw you. But that
I'm
is
sure it'll let me
funny.
sign up for free. Let's just use my Gmail real quick. I'm sure it's not going to charge me
Oh,
anything.
okay. At least it's free. That's good.
Yeah, I just wasn't signed in. I wanted to do it the quick and easy way.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna
yeah.
skip all this. I'm gonna search
This
this
might
real
be a fun
quick.
new segment. We pull up Perplexity and just ask random questions to it. We can
Let's
converse.
see. I will use the free version, of course. Um, yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna see. I gotta ask a very important question. I had to ask it how it felt about Joe Rogan. It didn't give me a real answer.
What?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Shows who your real friends are, Joe. Says I don't have personal feelings, but I can give a balanced take. Joe Rogan is widely seen as a major podcast host who's praised for long form, wide ranging conversations and criticized for giving airtime to misinformation or controversial guests. Public opinion on him is sharply split, with supporters emphasizing freewheeling discussion and critics focusing on the risks of platforming fringe ideas.
That's actually a very good analytical response.
It is. It is. I wish it would have acted like a person and said,
Sucked
you
his
know what?
cock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's. Yeah. Oh, our human sponsored.
Dude, that would be a fun. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'd have been funny as shit.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Remember that.
Oh,
Wyatt, I'm gonna send this to you with no context.
nice.
You might have seen it, but I think it's funny. So, no context.
All right.
No context, no conversation. I don't know anything about it. I was like, man, that is. I want to send that to Wyatt, so I screen recorded it for you.
That's a good one. I would like to
Oh,
know what possessed that guy to do that, other than
I don't know, but
crack.
oh, I remember. This is he's actually a part of Dusty Rhodes' family. He's the long
Oh,
lost.
that's
He's the long
Stardust.
lost.
That's right.
Yeah, he's the long lost son.
Yeah, that's Stardust. That's
When I
Cody
first
Rhodes
saw
back in the
that,
day.
that's what I thought. I was like, dude,
That's what
that
the face
is
paint looked like.
yeah. But definitely not. Dude, did you see the Madden cover? Did you see Caleb Williams as a Madden cover?
I did. I
Uh,
did see that doing the jump throw or whatever. I don't remember when he did that, but I do remember that he did it.
yeah. I think that's really odd. There's, I don't know. I think that's an odd choice. But I also didn't pay attention to him, so maybe it's not an odd choice. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he did good. He had a good season, so I'll give it to him. Well, let's see if he gets Madden cursed.
I mean, he's already on the Bears. It's not like he's gonna go to the Browns.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
There's only a little bit so far you can go. Uh,
Dude, did
it,
you see? I meant to ask you this. Did you see Tony Hinchcliffe's special?
I have not watched it yet. No, is it good?
I didn't see the whole thing, so I started it when I was eating when I first got home, and then
Hmm.
I went to shower in the middle of it, and then I came back and watched the end. Um, I will say the beginning of it I thought was hilarious. There were a few there were a few points where like he was with the people in the front row, and there was one guy that really freaked me out. Like he wasn't having a good time. It didn't look like he was having a bad time, but it looked like any moment he was gonna shoot the place up.
Oh,
Yeah, it was crazy. But I wanted to talk about, which I know I sent it to you. Um, it's all of the quotes, which I'm not sure how many of these are real, but all of the quotes talking about him from all of these famous people.
oh my gosh! Yes,
Those are incredible.
yes.
So it says, I'll read what was said, I'll read who said it, and all of these are supposedly talking about Tony Hinchcliffe. Some of them are very real. Some of them I know they are. Some of them not so much. I'm on the fence, but this says never heard of him, don't want to hear of him. Donald J. Trump, 45th and 47th president. I'd like to take that guy for a swim out there. Joe Biden, 46th U.S. president. Peddling the most racist, sexist, bigoted stereotypes. Barack Obama, 44th president. Nonsense. Kamala Harris, former vice president of the United States. Super upsetting. Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, United States representative. He's a racist and a bigot. Chelsea Handler,
Chelsea Handler.
former television host and Epstein dinner date. Not funny.
Bro.
Rick Scott, United States Senator. Tony Hinchcliffe, go fuck yourself. Aubrey Plaza, Emmy-nominated actress. Who is that jackwad? Tim Walz,
Tim
governor of
Walz.
Minnesota. And last but not least, gay. Shane Gillis, bigot and stand-up comedian.
See, it's awesome because Tony posted these himself,
He did. He did. He
and
definitely did.
and
The,
that's
the top comment that pops up on mine whenever you see that post is from Hood Clips, and it says Shane might have a point.
that's what's on mine too, actually. Yeah. one guy said Shane really be spitting poems. Dude is so articulate and shows wisdom beyond his years. To be as accurate as he is with his words is really impressive. Hashtag gay.
But yeah, his first, like right out of the gate, his first joke is it's a little long winded, and I hate that the crowd didn't laugh as hard as they did. Um, but it was super funny. So he told, I don't know how to tell you without spoiling too much of it, but it'll still, I think it'll be funnier when
Yeah, no,
it.
you're okay. Yeah, you go
So
ahead, dude.
yeah, it'll be funnier hearing it from him anyway, because I'll give you like the abridged version. So he talks about how he lived in Texas and he just bought a gun, and he said that he thought of a gun as like having a second penis, because the first thing he did when he got home is he put it in his mouth. And then he basically said like some people laugh at that because they think it's a gay joke. Some people laugh at that because they think it's a suicide joke. And then he goes on this big rant where he goes, "Well, I'll tell you guys right now, I'm not gay." And then he goes on this big rant about not being gay as he proceeds to say some of the gayest shit you've ever heard in your life. And then this goes on for minutes. And then at the end of it, he goes, "It's not a gay joke. It was a suicide joke, guys." And I laughed so hard. And the
Yeah.
whole crowd was just like, "Yep." I'm like, "Dude, you,
What,
you didn't get that? You didn't get why that was funny?"
dude, nobody owns like, a diss better than him being gay. Um,
Yeah.
like most people have to give it to themselves. Like Bert being a fat drunk retard. He gave that to himself and constantly tells story about being a fat drunk retard. Tony just gets made fun of by every person that talks to him. And it's like he's such a professional that he has found a way to literally turn it into an act apparently. Like
Yeah.
that's
It's funny that that's like one of the first jokes. It was probably the first joke that he led with. And it's funny that he did, because whenever he does like his big intro thing and he walks out onto the stage, I was just sitting here looking at the TV and I'm like, that might be the gayest human being I've ever seen in my life.
no, he does look at in his mannerisms on stage like he but we have to remember he's from Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to have that every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But that's
yeah.
awesome. Is that on Netflix?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
As a whole, it was okay. It was pretty funny. Um, Again, I did miss the giant chunk of the middle of it. I'm not going to spoil the last joke, but the last joke it was right up my alley, and it was funny as shit. I did catch the last joke, and I thought it was fantastic. And
That's awesome.
I wish that he would have left it at that, but he said he ended it with the normal comedian thing, like, "You guys are awesome, thanks for having me, you have a good night," and all that stuff. But this is the one time where the comedian shouldn't have done that, just because of how he wrapped up the special. I thought it was the best shit ever.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm super excited for that then.
Oh,
That's
it
going to be
was so
awesome.
funny.
Huh.
But yeah, it's a pretty solid special. It's not that long. It's not even a full hour, I don't think.
That's good. So
It's
it's a
like
normal special.
yeah, it's like 45 minutes, I think, or 40, 45, 50, somewhere around there.
That's good and digestible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably watch that tomorrow night if I'm not crashed out when I get home.
Oh, you're coming home tomorrow.
Yeah, this conference ended today. I really could have left out today and been home by midnight, but eh, they booked the hotels for an extra night for some reason. So,
Did you drive yourself in? Oh, you rode with somebody?
or I would, because I didn't
Yeah.
pay for this hotel, so I don't give a shit. And I'm an hourly
Yeah.
employee. I'm the only one here that's an hourly employee, so I've had to clock in and clock out during my sessions time and throughout the day. And so I'm also the only one that, because of hours, will have to still come in Friday, probably.
That
So that's
sucks.
gay. That's gay. Unless they're just rock stars. They are all like directors and VPs, so they might come in to do their job. But I don't know. I don't want to. Saturday's the freaking Dirty Birds game, the GSU night, and that's gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna work that or not yet. It's been a long week. Don't really want to go
Yeah.
down there. don't really want to. But you know what? That does bring up something because I think I have a photo. Friday is a special night for the Dirty Birds as well, and I don't, I just find these cool. Wyatt. So I forget what it's called, but it's basically like their hunting night or camo night or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really cool freaking jerseys, and they're actually cool. I didn't get the back, but they're made like the actual old squirrel vests are. Like the back has the slits that you would be able to like put your squirrels and stuff in. It was cool. Like these, they're cool. I like them. Um, Now, if anybody pays money for these, you're kind of dumb because I don't
Yeah,
think
no
they'll ever
doubt.
use that again.
Go around looking
But
like Kenny from South Park with camo.
oh my gosh, yeah. But then, dude, people are gonna wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I could probably buy one for my dad. He'd be like, "Oh, baseball and hunting? Well, what the hell? If this had Dale Earnhardt's number on it, it'd be the trifecta." Holy cow. He doesn't talk like that. I don't know why I did. My dad has no accent. I don't know why I did that. But that is something he would like, is a Dale Earnhardt hunting jersey, baseball jersey.
That's funny as shit.
Ugh.
I don't know why I did the accent. He does not sound like. I love doing that. I love doing a voice for people that don't sound like the
Don't
voice I
have
make.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I do that to Jocelyn all the time. It's usually only whenever she's wrong about something and I told her that she was, and then we later find out.
She probably does not like that. Does
No,
she?
she doesn't hate it. She doesn't hate it too bad, but she's like, I don't sound like that, and I'm like, well, you're right, but
It's
that
for
doesn't.
dramatic effect.
Yeah, it doesn't make what I said any less funny or correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, being in relationships, you have to pick your battles. Whenever you're like undoubtedly right, like there was one time where we go to the laundromat and our laundromat has like cards that you load money on instead of
Hmm.
using coins and or cash or whatever. Like you go in, there's a machine, you put the card on the machine, and then you use your card, put it in the payment thing, and it loads up your laundry card. And she swore up and down that it wasn't in her car. She looked all the way over in here, and I helped her look in here. Couldn't find it. This was like a year ago. This is a long time ago, but it's worth telling the story. And I was like, "Did you check your car?" She said, "I looked all over my car. I can promise you it's not in the car." I said, "Where's your keys at? I'm just gonna go check the car." By this point, she's getting like super irritated.
Yeah.
She's like, "You're not gonna find it in the car. I know you're not gonna find it in the car." I looked in the car. I went to her car. I opened up the center console. It was the first thing I saw. It was right at the top of the thing. And I came back and I was like, "You're not gonna find it in the car. It's not in the car." I looked all over the car, and she got super mad. The only reason I was a big smartass about it though is because she was already mad. Like she was mad
Yeah.
that I didn't like. It wasn't even that I didn't believe her. It's just like sometimes you need an extra set of eyes on things. It's like when
Hmm.
I open up the fridge, and she's like, "Hey, can you hand me the whatever the she's using for cooking?" And I
Yeah.
don't see it, and it's right in front of me. Like
Yep.
that's all it is. Like I wasn't trying to insult her ability to look for the laundry card, but it's just like sometimes you need more than one person looking for something, and
And
it'll
it,
pop up. Like somebody will see it. You're
yeah.
twice as likely for somebody to see it if a second person's looking.
Yeah, and I love you, Jocelyn, but no offense. It seems like you literally looked around your car instead of opening up something.
Yeah, you didn't
Which,
didn't look in the one place. She got mad at me probably a month or so ago because she thought I lost the remote. She came into the living room and she had a. I had to go somewhere. I don't know where it was because it was like later in the day, so I don't think it was work. But I had to go somewhere and I was leaving, and she had. I was when I went to my last union meeting, and she's texting me, "What did you do with the remote? Why can't I find? Like, where's the remote at?" And I was like, I don't know, like it was there. I didn't do anything with it. Like the remote stays in the living room. It's right next to my computer right now. And she was like, well, you had to have done something with it. I don't know where it is. And before I left, she brought in a bag of chips and salsa. She put the bag of chips on top of the remote and couldn't find the remote. She got pissed at me for like 5 minutes before she was like, oh, I found it. Never mind. And I got home. I said, where was it? And she was like, I don't want to talk about it. And I said, oh, really? Where was it?
Yeah. See, and that is an honest mistake on her part. But you gotta own it, and you gotta take the heat back because honestly, that's funny. That's something that is like, I get it. You're not gonna think if you just sat something, but I don't know. Also, if it's on the table, I don't know. I don't know.
I've
Either
done shit
way,
like that plenty. I do that with like, I do it with my wallet more times than I'd like to admit.
I
Like I come
literally,
home and I try to make sure I know where everything is when I go to bed. And then I'm like,
hmm
oh shit, my wallet's gone. Did I leave it at work? Did I leave it wherever I was? Did I drop it at the
yep.
store? Where is it? And then it's like underneath of some other bullshit that I brought inside.
Yep. And the wallet actually I do it more than anything. And you said I love that you said it's under something because for me I will literally I'm like okay I'm gonna put my keys I'm gonna put my wallet everything under my hat and I will still go without even bother picking this thing up on the side table. I will always go around like what the fuck? Walk outside and get like I'll check the car. So yeah, that okay, yeah. I guess when you give a good example like that, uh, that's relevant to my life a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to drag her through the mud again, but I'm going to. But she's really bad at I love her to death. Yeah, I love her more than anybody in the world, but she's really bad at looking for shit, dude. She's so like I thought I was bad at looking for stuff, and especially as a kid, like I know if I couldn't find something, I'd look for 2 minutes, and then my mom would be like, and I'd be like, Mom, I can't find it. She's like, well, did you actually look for it? Like, move stuff around and look. She's
hmm
like that, but like worse than I have ever been. I have, she has like looked for stuff before, and I shit you not, 30 seconds. It's not here. I can't find it. I'm like, there's no goddamn way you look for it. There's absolutely not a snowball's chance in hell that you made even the slightest attempt to look for it. It was way too fast. There's way too much shit sitting in here. You didn't move any of it. It's all untouched. You didn't take one cushion off this couch. Like you just used your eyes and scanned, and you're like, well, it's got to be in the void somewhere.
You know what? I'm going to defend her on this because have you, as her significant other, asked her, what is your definition of look? Because maybe her looking is
Literally looking, yeah.
literally looking around. And if it's not like, I'm not a detective, I'm not going to search. Like, that's a whole other job.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, yeah, it's just not on her radar yeah, no.
I actually think that was the night with the remote because I think she couldn't find the remote before I left, and then she was texting me about it the whole time. And I believe that is what it was because I was on my way out the door, and she said, "What'd you do with the remote?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's in there somewhere. Just look for it real quick." And not even one full minute on the clock passes by. Well, I can't find it. I'm like, you didn't look. Like you didn't look hard enough. Because you didn't move a damn thing. And if you had moved one thing, you probably would have found it. If you had moved the thing that you just brought in here, you would have found it immediately.
That's another good point. The only thing that's a
The
good
only
point
thing that's
right there.
changed, the only
Yeah.
thing that's changed, like move the one thing that was not in this living room 5 minutes ago, and I bet it's under there.
Yeah. Start there. That should be your first
Yeah.
place. Yeah. That's funny. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's not the only time it's happened, but she's terrible at looking for stuff, dude. She thinks like if she can't find it, it's gone. It must have
It's just
grown
gone.
legs.
Yeah.
It must have grown legs and walked off somewhere, dude. It doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. But that's
That's
that's that's where I come in the relationship. Is like I'm not right about a lot of things, but let me tell you, when I find something that was gone and it's in a very simple location, I let her know about it
Oh yeah.
every
Hey.
time. Every time I take my very few wins when I can get them. and I take them with pride. I'm like, hey,
Bro,
you know
you need to
this
get
thing that was gone forever? I just found it on the table.
you need to get you a Sherlock Holmes hat to just put on whenever she's lost stuff, and then you just go
Dude,
around and, ironically enough, like that would be first of all, you could only do it one time before she gets super pissed off. But do
yeah.
you know how funny that would be? Though you would laugh
That would be
forever.
incredible.
You
I
would
would
probably
laugh while I'm doing it. I'd be
yes,
like,
yeah. Be like, excuse me, ma'am, did you lose this?
I
That
would. I would also have to be careful about when I used it too, because I would have to only be able to use it when I know where something is.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I know where something is. I tell her where it is. She doesn't look and doesn't find it because that's how it works. Uh,
Well, here's what you do. I have the solution for you. You have the hat ready. You search every time she finds something. The first time that you find it, that's when you just before you give it to her, you duck your head down, throw your hat on, and then you spin around with it and been like,
I get like a
"Excuse,
pipe.
yeah, literally a Sherlock pipe. That would be awesome, dude. Oh, that's so hilarious."
That makes me want to get those things and purposely misplace something of hers.
You stage a lost item. Dude, that
I
would
would.
100% work. That
And
would
it's
work.
funny because like I'm not dishonest enough to like just act like I did it either. I'd be like, I gotta be upfront with you. I set you up. I did that
Dude,
shit on purpose.
just that you could hide something just to hide it, and then she doesn't have to know where you found it. She just knows you found it. Just grab something small and put it on the top of your searchlight, of your stoplight right there. She can't see on the top of that thing.
Yeah, she can't see on the top of a lot of things. That's true.
You just set it up there, and that way you just wait for her to ask, let her get a little irritated, and then you just simply grab it and you just wait for your moment. Then you're not only a detective, but you're also like the savior. So she can be mad, but not that mad because you got her shit back.
Dude, she gets super mad whenever she thinks I lost something, and like I would get it, but I don't lose like her things. I lose mine.
Yeah.
I lose my things. I don't lose her stuff. Like I never,
Yeah.
never really have.
It's like you
I
just take her stuff too, lose it.
Yeah. Like I don't lose her stuff. I don't lose our stuff. Like I lose my stuff, and it's usually just my wallet, and it's usually just in the car.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, it's the simple things that you're just touching every day that are easy to fling around, like keys and stuff. I'm really bad with my keys actually too. I'll come home and I'll sit my keys on like the kitchen island, and then in the middle of the evening I'll look up on the key hook, see that it's not there, and start freaking out and have to go look everywhere. And then 5 minutes later, oh, they're right there in front of my eyes. I overlook them a lot.
Dude, it's crazy because I'm really bad at like retracing my steps, but instead of retracing my steps, I think like, well, what would I normally have done?
That's a good, okay.
Yeah,
That's
like
a good way to go about
I'm
it.
terrible at retracing my steps because if I lost something, then I'm like, oh shit, I don't know how I lost it. Like I don't know where to backtrack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without physically backtracking. Like if I drop something on the way inside, I'm like, oh, this isn't here. I'll walk back the same path I just came.
Yep.
But like if I lose something, I think like, and I sit there and I think it out. I'm like, okay, what would I have done with it that would have made any sense at all?
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes you got to think like, what would I have done with it that didn't make that much sense, but made at least a little bit?
I've never thought about that, but that is a good way to approach that. Especially if you have regular habits and routines. You're gonna follow
that's how I
suit.
find stuff most of the way. If it's keys or a wallet, that's 100% how I find stuff.
That's good.
Because I'll be like, okay, well, the first place that I would have put it would have been the table. It's not here. I don't see it.
Yep.
Second place would have been the counter. I just saved myself some hassle in the morning because I see my keys on the counter right now. That's not normally where I would have put them. That's place two. That's because I came in dog-ass tired, sat everything down, and went over to the couch and ate my dinner.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I just like I'm terrible with retracing my steps, but I'm really good at thinking like, okay, like I wouldn't have done anything too stupid with it. So where could I look that would make a reasonable amount of sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we all should do. But you know what? when you lose shit, you're all frantic, so your mind's not right to begin with. So,
Especially if it's a wallet.
oh my gosh, yeah, because it's the automatic thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's such a pain. You lose your wallet, like, oh, that it's just the word. Imagine you're going through. You've literally set your self back a month, getting a new ID, new cards, closing all those accounts. Like, oh, that's awful.
Yeah, yeah, losing a wallet's rough. I've only lost a wallet once, and it was when I was 16 and didn't have anything but cash.
Oh,
And I
well,
and
that
I don't
sucks,
think I
but that's
lost
good.
it. I think it got stolen. I don't think I lost it.
That sucks even more. But at least you didn't lose it, because that's good on you. It's like, maybe I didn't lose a wallet. You know, you're good with stuff. Eso no es bueno on my part. I am, but only a wee bit. Well, why you got anything on your phone? That's what I'll do. I'll go through my phone before.
Um, Not a lot. Let's see. Did I screenshot anything?
That's what I'm about to look. I don't know if I did or not. Oh, yes, I did actually. So Joe Rogan had Caleb Hamer on. Caleb Hamer is a guy that does a financial auditing podcast. It's actually called Financial Audit, but so he had Caleb Hamer on last week, and I was looking at the comments because Caleb had posted about it. And do you see? There's this comment. I just sent you a photo of the comments. There's a comment in there from a Miss Tori Pearson that says, "Ick. I'd never even want to be in the same room as Rogan," because people were all upset about it. So I went to her. I'm just going to say this to you, Wyatt, and online to everybody with Miss Pearson. Um, Joe Rogan would most certainly never want to be in the same room as you, Miss. I am a sorry, but what in the cousin is happening? Like,
Dude, that's wild. She's looking like at the camera and over here at the same time.
covering
Yeah,
all the
I
tracks.
bet she wouldn't want to be in the same room as Joe Rogan because she see two of them.
Oh, it's just funny. People really get upset. Like people really hate Joe Rogan.
Yeah, for no good. Most of the people that hate Joe Rogan have never like actually sat down and listened to him. And if you don't
No.
like, if you don't like sitting down and listening to long ass podcasts or whatever, I understand that. Um, but like, you just flat out hate the guy because you heard a couple of clips of
Opinion. See,
something you
that's
didn't
the
like. Most of the time, it's not even his opinions; it's who he has on. Like
yeah.
he has on people like he has on all kinds of people.
He has
I,
everybody on.
he
He
doesn't even
has
like all of them.
no. He just likes conversation.
Yeah,
So he has good conversations. It's really upsetting that it's like if it was real criticism, I would get it. But like you said, these people probably aren't actually listening to him. And if you find one clip and one opinion upsets you so much that you will completely denounce the he's probably not anymore, but the former number one podcast in the world, it doesn't really make sense because you're obviously going against the average person.
yeah.
It's just how it is. And then it's got to just be political because that's how everything comes nowadays. It always comes down to politics, and which really doesn't make sense because aside from the only thing that is conservative about Joe Rogan is that he hunts. I won't him fighting doesn't do anything. Working out that's not like he just hunts. So it's really weird that the left seem to hate him so much.
Yeah, it's weird that as many people on both sides seem to hate him just because. Yeah, it's just people that
I mean,
don't
you have
actually listen to him.
no, you had there was people whenever he had Bernie on the right side that were pissed off about it. And it's like, bro, I want to hear these conversations. Like
Hmm.
that's a good one to hear. Like you're always hearing from politics in front of a podium or politicians in front of a podium, very scripted, reading off of something, and now you get a chance for basically an average person to just sit down and have a conversation for 2 hours. Like it's always interesting. You can always learn something from them, or you just find out more reasons to not like a person. That's
Yeah.
very possible too. But the podcast itself is awesome. Like he's had on too many people across. Like there's at least an episode of the JRE that every person can enjoy. You just have to find the guest, but it's out there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, dude. He's he's got a wide variety of guests and shit, and they all like anybody if they looked hard enough could find a reason to not like him.
Hmm.
But
Oh yeah,
I
you
think,
could. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I I think that he's. I have a few reasons not to like him, but
I do too. Like I like
I
his podcast. There's some some aspects of who he is that I'm not a giant fan of, but
yep.
I don't hate him. You know what I mean?
No, and it does. And understanding that that's not. He's still giving you a good product, like the
Yeah.
and that's what it comes down to. I mean, it's the same thing about Theo Vaughn. I'm gonna be honest. The only reason nobody hates on Theo is because I still think a lot of people think he's special needs. Like
Yeah.
he's just a
Sometimes I
unique
think he
character.
is.
I do too, but well, he probably actually is because his mind does wander to
It's
like
yeah.
an extreme extent. He actually might be on like obviously the very functioning side. He is old too, so yeah, you know what? He's older than he looks. It always catches
He
me off
is,
guard.
yeah.
I didn't realize it. I never realized how old Theo was until I learned about the comedy show that he was on in the early 2000s on Comedy Central. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's a kid there.
Yeah, he's 46.
That's insane.
Yeah,
He looks like he's
if you were to just look
36.
at him, I would have guessed like mid 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything good saved. I mean, I have some good shit saved, but not very much of anything I think we should share on here. Uh,
Uh, yeah, that's.
yeah, yeah, I don't have anything good. I have a clip on Instagram that's saved that's pretty long. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but it was the first guy to discover Pokemon.
No.
That shit was hilarious. Oh yeah, I sent it to you a while back, a week or two. But it's also long. Like I don't want to take the time to. Not that it would be
To
hard
go
to put
through
it
it.
in. Not that it would be hard to put in here, but like I don't want to make people watch and watch a
Yeah.
minute 30 of some random ass clip I found on Instagram. That would be a good little spin off show to have. Is just a bunch of shit that we have saved on our Instagram reels.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. That would be awesome.
Dude, a lot of mine's bad. A lot of mine is shit that like I'm not sure I would want very many people knowing that I have saved to my stuff. Uh, there was. It's not. I don't even save a ton of stuff. It's the stuff I send people. The stuff I send people is actually pretty gnarly.
So I just found something from this last week. College World Series was going on. Softball World Series was going on. Um, and I was scrolling through Instagram one day, and that popped up. Why did you see this?
Uh.
Okay, okay. Well, ESPN obviously posted that for anybody that's not seeing it because it's not necessarily something that needs thrown in. ESPN posted something that a commentator, sports reporter, tweeted saying Holly Rowe just reported the most shocking tidbit I've ever heard from a sideline reporter. Wyatt, scroll to the next one, and
Yeah.
that
What the
is
hell?
what is wrong with you, lady? You are legit. That's all. You have something wrong with you.
Yeah, man. I hope it works for her because Wouldn't it be some shit if she did that and just had nothing but bad luck all the time? She just really loved eating ladybugs.
I mean, you have to because it's definitely not bringing you good luck, you freaking psychopath. That's ah, that's so crazy. You see how respectful we were, everybody? We didn't even mention this retard's name.
Oh yeah,
I
we
love it.
didn't. Yeah, but we will now because it's gonna pop up on the picture that I post on here. Her name's Hannah Wells.
Ha! Hannah, don't be a retard, baby. You are a dang good athlete. Why are you eating those nasty bugs?
I know sometimes it takes a crazy cat to be a good athlete.
Okay. She's a good athlete in softball. Where the f are you going with softball, bud?
Oh, dude, speaking of World Series, is West Virginia's heading to the College World Series for the first time ever. The men's
Oh my
College World Series.
gosh. Yes, bro. They have been dominating. It has
That's
been
pretty cool.
insane. Oh my gosh. It's very cool. I didn't realize that this was the first time we'd ever been.
I saw somebody that we know. We don't know him very well, so
Hmm.
I won't drag names into the equation here. But somebody was like, it was on Facebook, and they were like, "What's the deal with these WVU logos?" I'm like, "That's they've literally always had that logo. The baseball teams
Yep.
always use that logo." And
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this guy didn't understand. The logo's a W and a V.
Plain and clearly. And also, it's dope. It is awesome.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it.
I like it a lot. I like it almost paying homage to, where baseball came from. It's a very retro like jersey.
And it's weird how a lot of college baseball teams do use a different logo than their like basketball and football do.
Yeah. I never realized it.
Yeah,
I never realized it. But
like
they do. Softball does. Yeah. No.
UCLA. I think UCLA still uses the. It just looks like a Boston Red Sox hat, but it's blue. It's blue with the yellow B.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, because they're the Bruins.
Yeah,
Yep,
that
they
was always
still do use
confusing.
it. It looks a little different than Boston's B, but like if you were to look at it from a distance, dude, it just looks like a blue Boston Red Sox hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of just just from the video games. There's some college baseball teams in the video game. Like if you do the career mode, it gives you the option to go to college. And yeah, they so many of them use different. Like South Carolina, they use a different logo
That's
for
cool.
baseball. Yeah,
I like that. I like that it's unique. But honestly, it kind of goes with how all baseball is in terms of outside of college. Anything higher, the minor leagues, the all the way up. Everybody's got cool, unique ones. But they have no relevance. Minor leagues have no relevance to their cities. That's what's weird.
yeah.
Yep. Well, I have an interesting fact I'll report on, I'll end with, and then I guess I'm done. I don't really have shit else to talk about, dude.
Yeah, I don't either. Well, hear this fact, and I don't have anything to review because I've been dead to the world and to myself. But
I have a product I could review, but I'm going to save it because it is extremely odd. I'm in Baltimore, so one of the like handout gifts that they gave us in a bag is a bag of like a local company
drugs. Oh,
or caramel popcorn
oh, nice.
with Old Bay on it.
Really,
Yeah. So,
dude. Those cities along the coast really like their Old Bay and everything.
oh my gosh.
Even Maine had like I don't even know. I don't know if it was necessarily Old Bay, but it was like seafood seasoning on shit. It was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, off. Well, my fun fact is that Power Rangers, as of 2021, has made more money than X-Men, the DC Universe, and Sesame Street. Um, Power Rangers
Really?
is a mega house in terms of money. Yeah, Power Rangers, 2021, obviously a lot higher, was $8.67 billion is was their like evaluation. X-Men is at 8.35. The DC universe is at 8 billion, and Sesame Street's in the sevens. So that's crazy that Power Rangers is that poppin'. But also, they made a shit ton of toys. So realistically, kind of get it.
Yeah. Does do Power Rangers still make? Do they still make new Power Rangers episodes?
I think they're bringing Power Rangers back. They stopped it for a little bit. I think they're going to bring it back.
Yeah, the last thing I see is from 2020.
Yeah. Yeah, Disney probably shut it down because they're like, this shit is no longer popping. But it doesn't. When they changed, when they changed to the kind of the way that the shows were ran, and they kept rotating people out, and you never actually got to finish a full series. You never got 5 seasons of any Power Rangers because everybody was leaving and getting swapped. So
Dude, I hate. I'm looking at the all 23 different Power Rangers series in order of their IMDb reviews from highest to lowest.
hmm
I hate this list.
not right.
Like I hate the list, but there's some parts of the list that I agree with. Like the number one highest rated at 7.4. It's only got 83 reviews though. That's horseshit. They shouldn't qualify. Is Power Rangers Dino Force Brave from 2017.
No, what the?
Number two is Power Rangers in Space.
I
I'll give you
did
that.
like I did like Power Rangers in space a lot.
Number three, never even heard of this one. Power Rangers Spy Central, 2015. That's 7.3. Power Rangers Time Force is number four, and SPD is number five. With Dino Thunder number six.
Dude, holy shit.
Like the
They'd
list is
actually,
okay. It's just what are these two newer ones doing in here? Barely have any reviews. And I just like I might be wrong because it might be, after my time, but
hmm
this shit doesn't sound good.
No, and also you're just leaving out a few important ones. SPD was great. I don't like RPM. I like Mystic Force. That wasn't a bad one. Ninja Storm was a pop though, bro. I don't care. Ninja Storm.
Yeah, I don't even see where it is in this list. It's way down there.
I like Ninja Storm. You know what? Lightspeed Rescue was also a really good Power Rangers because that was a actual like real life, a more of a real life version of it. Um,
Which one was that?
Lightspeed Rescue.
Oh yeah,
That.
yeah. No, that one was incredible because they were
Yep.
just they were seriously just emergency services people who were Power Rangers. That's all they were.
Yeah.
It was
It was
cool as shit.
awesome.
Yeah.
That one's a core for me.
They made
Uh,
all of those jobs seem really important and cool. Well,
yes.
those jobs are important, but they made them seem really cool to like kids growing up in our time.
Yeah. It really highlighted them as being hero jobs. Like these are servants. These are,
Yeah, yeah,
and it
it
showed.
did.
Yeah, that was such a good show, man. Yeah, I really like that. I like Time Force. First of all, Time Force is also a great one. Oh my gosh, Power Rangers Time Force is an awesome one.
Story wise, it might have had the
Oh,
best story. It
oh,
genuinely may have had the best story out of all of them. It
holy
wasn't
cow.
just like it wasn't just some like good versus evil storyline. Like it had a story.
Yep.
It had like a well thought out, well written story. Yeah, Lightspeed Rescue was sick. I don't remember what all of them. Uh, I don't remember what each of their things were.
Lightspeed Rescue. Firefighter, police, chief, ambulance, med tech. What was the green? He was something with the black guy. He did like the helicopter stuff. This is all like 20 plus year old memories. I'm probably off on all of those. Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. Oh, dude, I'm literally got that playing through my head right now. I can see the intro to that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can't think of what their jobs were. Let's see.
Da, da, da.
The Red Ranger was a firefighter.
Yep. Okay.
The Blue Ranger was a lifeguard and marine animal trainer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember seeing him fly out. He flies on the top of the whale in the
Green Ranger was a
intro.
pilot.
Okay. That make I okay. I thought it was in a helicopter, but that makes sense.
The Yellow Ranger was an extreme sports athlete, which is weird. I don't know what that
Yeah,
has to do with anything. And the pink one
she
was a
was the
nurse.
one. Yeah, she was the one that climbed rock walls. In the intro, you see her climbing a rock wall, and she turns around to the camera all sexy with her yellow shorts out, and
Yeah.
yeah,
And then the
and the pink's a
Titanium Ranger
nurse.
was while not having a traditional civilian profession, he served as a demon hunter, which is sweet.
You know what? That is also a public servant, my friend. Thank you for your job. Yeah, dude, Power Rangers are awesome. I love Power Rangers. Like, one day when we both have houses and kids, we just need to sit them down and be like, all right, we're
Yeah,
going to
you're gonna
introduce
watch
you
all of
guys.
these.
Yeah. If we have cool
You know
kids,
what? We
they'll
could
like it.
very easily lie to him too. We could have him watch SPD, and because SPD's set in 2025, we could just be like, yeah, this is really what 2025 was like.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
What happened to it all? Well,
me and Justin killed him.
and that made the world go back to this.
Yeah, yeah, we hit the reset button. They got COVID.
Oh, yeah, COVID. Well, I like talking about Power Rangers. I think that's a good thing to end on. Um, I do have a rating, Wyatt. I'll rate something real quick. I'm gonna rate the city of Baltimore.
All right,
I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. Not a
nice.
bad city at all to visit. Every bit of the food and drinks and everything I've had was great at all the restaurants. And as long as you come to the nice part, I guess, it's okay. I don't know about the
Yeah,
rest of it.
the
Uh,
rest of it I think is very much not, but
uh,
yeah, the
see,
nice
that's
part
where
is at
this,
least nice.
yeah, I I had a stereotype in my head, and I know that stereotype still holds true because it is a stereotype for a reason.
Yeah,
So
there's a bunch of people
I
crossing the
just,
street the long way.
I just got. Okay, I like that. Let's end on that. Guys, thanks for being here. This was another episode. We'll be back for 77 next week with a wrap up of the Donald Trump's Freedom 250 fight and the failure that that is surely to be. We'll come back with probably some other random news and updates.
Yeah, and I'll
So,
be somewhere else, and Justin actually will be somewhere else too, but he'll be in his normal somewhere
I
else.
will.
So yeah,
Yeah, we'll
same
see you
time,
guys
same
later.
channel, different places.
I like that.